Hello and welcome to TDM Talk Show. Born in Macau and a former Miss Macau, Jenny Tong started learning piano when she was 5. Graduated from the University of Hawaii, she majored in both music and film. Over the past 10 years, she has balanced a career in finance with a lot of music, with a love on music and arts. To date, Jenny has written original music for TV commercials, soundtracks, theme music and ringtones. She has also participated in live performances, including Hong Kong Wine and Dine Festival in 2009. And she had composed and performed the theme song We Will Fly for the first International Aviation Conference in Macau in 2010. And in 2011, she was invited by the Hong Kong Philharmonic Orchestra to perform her own original music, Flow. Today, we're happy to have Jenny Tong as our guest in the TDM Talk Show. Welcome, Jenny. It's a pleasure to have you with us. And we would like to find out, how would you look at yourself as a musician?
I think people think I'm a versatile musician. I would think I am an adventurous musician in the sense that I grew up with classical music, and I was exposed to jazz and R&B and hip-hop. And obviously, just like many other youngsters in Hong Kong, I love pop music as well. So I guess my music is a combination and a fusion of all that, and I explore. So I think adventurous is a good description.
And how do you find music?
I don't think I find it. I think music found me when I was 5. So I just walked past a music school, and I saw people playing piano, and I thought that was really fantastic. So I just told my dad, I said, hey Dad, I want to learn music, I want to learn piano. So my dad just took me to that school like the next day, and I just started.
And can you tell us something about yourself in person?
Well, as a person, I'm very simple and most of the time, happy person. People would consider me as a fun person. And I have a simple and happy life. I like to keep it that way. I'm very single-minded.
So how has music affected you in your life as a person as well as in general?
Well, I think it makes me a happy person because, it's like you will always have a very good friend. I don't think I feel bored because, I have so much going on in my life. And music is like your best friend at the same time. I think it's very consuming in a good way as well, and makes you a very productive person, and makes you more creative, more communicative and expressive. And I think people are connected to me, and I'm connected to them through that particular medium. Just like that.
And since you're born in Macau, and currently you're based in Hong Kong, so how does the childhood or the root in Macau actually influence you as a composer as well as a performer?
Massively, actually. The reason why is because I think when I was small, many years ago, Macau is a very friendly, small town, very European. And I think it makes you a very, what's a good word, like open-minded. And because I wasn't thinking so much about cost and benefit, and I just hey, I just keep doing it, like something that I wouldn't stop. So I think it gives you the momentum, and I don't have the fear that a lot of people have that stop them from pursuing what they want to do. So I think that two parts, you have the vision, you have the passion, and you need a bit of support and courage. That's about it. And it will happen.
Find out more about you. What's the philosophy in your life?
Philosophy is a very big word, That's, I wouldn't say I have a particular philosophy, but if you ask me my attitude, my attitude is to follow your heart, live with passion, enjoy the moment.
And what do you do to today's success?
That's very kind of you. Success is a very big word too. I think I would modestly, I think I'm very lucky, very blessed, and very grateful for there are so many supporting elements behind me that help me to accomplish a lot of my goals. I'm somewhere where I want to be, but not quite there yet. And I would like to be more successful, and I'm sure I will be. Explore life. And at that time, I got some, opportunities that brought me over, and I thought that's close enough.
Right.
So might as well try it. I wouldn't say, I mean, if I get a different opportunities elsewhere, you know, I could definitely consider that too.
I see.
And it's a small world.
That's true. And do you see any potential for the region here, as in Macau, for the music industry to grow further?
Oh, massively, massively. I would think, you know, with the recent growth and the development with the casino hotels and so on, it has brought in a lot of international exposure. And so, you know, you get a lot of more interaction with different styles and, you know, hopefully with more media, actually like TDM support, because in the end you need a lot of media exposure. Then I think there's so many talents here that can actually, you know, go very far.
But do you think that there is still something that's missing that can make a change to the industry that grows as well as in Hong Kong?
Well, it's hard to compare like that because if you look at the population, we have like 700,000 just about people here. And it's amazing that we have already got an airport and, you know, a lot of infrastructure here. So I think population is a big part of it because you need people to, like if you're in the US, you get a whole country of distribution. In Macau, then your distribution is only so limited. And if I may suggest, if you look further, instead of like locally, you look globally, but this is your base and this is your elements and that's your influence, then you get a whole world to explore and the whole world to sell to. So I would think that that can be one element.
Right. And are you happy and content with what you have achieved to date?
I'm definitely happy most of the time and content and, you know, grateful for what I've achieved. And of course, I would think I would look forward to more.
Right. And how do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, back to Hawaii? I don't know. I would like to maybe in a different place because, you know, I think the world has become so, I mean, it's so much smaller than before with the convenience of the internet and transportation and so on. So I would travel more. I would do more tours. And hopefully, you know, I'm sure you know that I also am working on a movie script that can be produced. And I would have my own music score as well. And so I would reach out to the mass population. So I want to make a difference to the world and a bit of connection and a bit of touch to like to be a inspiration for other people. And there's so many talented people and many of them are just not, they haven't stepped out yet and they haven't taken the challenge yet. So if they look at me and they like what I'm doing, they want to share the happiness, you know, just step out and just follow your heart and do it. Anyways.
I see.
But it was great.
I see. And before we end today's talk show, we would like to find out, like, anything you would like to share with the audience, like what you have in mind.
What I want to share is that, well, you know, thank you so much for supporting me and, you know, loving music and arts. I think everyone has their own passions and that little voice inside. I hope people will listen to their heart and take action and take massive action and you'll make it.
But do you think music comes from talent or actually passion? Like what do you think comes first?
You have to be gifted, you have to have the talent. I have many students before. Very few are really talented. They have a gift, but whether you're very talented, that's a difference. I would say, like, if people think I'm good, I would think, you know, do you really want to be good? 80% of the people out there are good. You want to be great. But to make that difference from good to great, that's a huge commitment. So whether you can be so dedicated and committed, regardless of how tough it is, that is